Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. And today I will be reading a multi-character listener by me. So let's get into it. Neuvillette. Neuvillette had no idea how he felt about you until some situations had made it a little bit too obvious and he had to be faced with his own demise that was loving you. He had no idea how to deal with it. The way he felt so intensely about someone, in a way that he did not before. Sometimes, he showed it through the way he cared about you. Maybe reprimanding you when you did something that was slightly dangerous or careless. Or just making sure that you are resting and taking good care of yourself. He went out of his way to make sure that you are okay. That you are in the best possible condition. Always. But he never realized that it may be due to something more than friendship until he saw you hang out with someone else and you considered dating them. And the way that his heart had froze and that horrible feeling crawled up his chest, he knew that his feelings just were way more complex than just a simple friendship or even a deeper one. Maybe his feelings were more than friendship. Maybe they were something else entirely. And that plagued him at night. It did. Until he was standing at your door and knocking. And once you opened it, you were greeted by Nuet, kneeling down, holding a flower bouquet, and looking up at you. Nivi, what are you doing here? You say, blushing, because it's not really an expected situation. Him with the roses in his hands. You know how he paid such attention to detail, so it could never be him choosing the roses on accident. He knows what they mean. So, where did all of this come from? Leon, would you go out with me? He asked, blushing for the first time since the two of you met, and your heart swelled with happiness as you nodded, kissing his hand. Of course, I'd be more than happy to. And he certainly makes sure to spoil you on that date. Lenny. Lenny was kind of shy, trying to confess his own love to you. As charming as he was and how he could pull tricks on anyone and charm anyone, it was difficult when it came to you, because it was not about trickery or anything else. It was about being genuine with his own heart and telling you the truth about his own love. So of course he was struggling a little bit, trying his best, and trying to be worthy of your love, and hoping that you see something, a potential for your relationship. So one day, you're going to work and he stops you, an arm around your waist, as he pulls you into an alleyway. You're blushing, your breathing only getting faster. Lenny, what are you doing? You shouldn't be doing this. I know, Ian, but that's exactly why I want it. I need to tell you something. It's very important, and I need you to listen to me. You're really caught off guard, but you nod, trying your best to just calm down and listen to what he's going to say. All right then, I'll listen. I love you, was all he said. And it felt like your heart was flying out of your chest and into the sky, ascending. He nodded, your face bright red, his grin only getting wider. I love you, Ian. So, may I give you a kiss? He says, smirking a little bit as you nod hastily, and he leans in, cupping your face in his hands. and kissing you like you were the most precious person in the entire universe. Because to him, you were his heart in his hands, and he would make sure to show it to you. Xiao. Xiao did not really know how to navigate romance and relationships, let alone come to terms with his own feelings about you. It took a very long time. It took Trolley's advice. It took Cloud Retainer's teasing, and a lot of things that he just would rather not have happened. But he knows he would not have gotten to that point without them endlessly teasing him and telling him that he was deeply in love with you. He takes a lot to realize things, especially things of that sort. So that's why he really just wanted to confess to you, to tell you that he loves you. And that's when he wrapped his arms around you suddenly, one day, as the two of you were cuddling together, as friends. Because right now, he wanted something more. Ryan, I'm a little worried saying this, but I need to be honest with you. Sure. Honest about what? I don't really understand. He fidgets, a little bit nervous, but then he holds it tighter. Look, Ryan, I have never felt this way about anyone. But you are the reason that I want to wake up in the morning. The reason I feel like my life is worth living. The reason for many things, Ryan. I love you. And I need you. So please, would you agree to be my lover? He said. He was blushing brightly by the end of it, but you could only smile, kissing him softly. He looked so stunned, his eyes going wide, before he melted into it. It was a messy kiss, really, and it was more than fine, because you loved it, either way. Because the two of you were really inexperienced. But what mattered most was the love that you put into it, and the sheer amount of love that the two of you had for each other. And you had all the time to learn, and all the time to show it in 100 different ways.